Ladies, boys, and girls. If there's any boys or girls in this room right now, please leave. This is adult conversations. Seriously. Give it up for Cliff Bear, okay? If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to come up here and, well, what's up? How's it going? I do work for a radio station. It's the first time in my life I've ever worked in radio. I've called around and done some stupid stuff on a radio before. Maybe TV, maybe an episode of Cops. No one's quite sure. I move fast, blend in well. It's kind of nice. It's always like, it cracks me. The first thing I ever noticed about radio is I have to chime in every hour to tell you who you're listening to. Do we really need to remind people what their presets already are? I mean, it's not that hard, like you just forget. I'm not sure. What would you like if you had to, like, every hour be reminded where you were? Boom! You're at Sugar Bay Spa and Resort at the Comedy Depot. This message brought to you by booze. I mean, are we that forgetful as people that we have to, like, oh my god, I forgot what TV I was watching, let alone what channel? I don't know, I have that problem with girlfriends. Yes, no, it don't make much sense. So, one thing else, I've been living here for about 2 years. Everybody here on vacation right now, round of applause. I got some locals, I know some of my good friends. I mean, my tax guy's here too, so I can be really good. I can't talk about money, nothing at all. I am too cute for prison. I was actually, when I first started doing comedy, my agent told me I was too good looking for comedy, and then my hair fell out. She said, you're gonna fit in perfectly. I hit about 24 and the shit fell out. And I was just like, you know, I did ask God for a sign if I shouldn't have gotten married. If I would have known he was going to take my fucking hair, I wouldn't have asked. Not a question that ever would have came out of my lips. Not at all. I just think it's just like, it shall migrate south. Is this a commandment? Is this a sin? Did I do something wrong? I don't need ear hair. It's quite warm naturally by itself. If it's cold, I have a stocking, a beanie. It's nice. Back hair, I'm not quite sure. You know, you're like roll around in the middle of the night and you just like pull that one strand of back hair that happens to be about 4 inches long because you can't reach it. It's like right here. It's hard. I have it braided now. It's like, fuck it, I gave up. It's like my secret weapon. Someone tries to mug me, I just go it out and I start shaking it. I usually just walk away slowly. Then they realize that I work on the radio and I'm a comedian, so I am broke. It's like, everybody's like, what do you do for a living? I said, anything I possibly can except for suck cock. It's not something I'm looking forward to, no. I originally went to school for engineering. I sat behind a desk for like 12 years of my life, designing shit for other people to play with that I never could afford. It was frustrating. It was like porn, but getting paid for it, but no enjoyment, no orgasms. It's like, wow, I just designed a harness for a freaking $150 million boat. Fuck you, Donald Trump. I made $42,000 last year. Fuck you. And then the economy crashed, and now I'm up here doing this. Why the fuck not? You gotta excuse me. Whiskey makes me a little ornery. I've been drinking it since I was 8. I mean, no lie, I've been to the distillery 4 times before I was even legal to drive. My mom would just walk through there and be like, breathe in deep. I mean, you used to be able to walk through the distillery at Jack Daniels, or the aging rooms, and just breathe, and you'd get this vaporizing high of alcohol. It was great. Maybe not for an 8-year-old. My parents seemed to enjoy it. Let's just say the 12-hour ride home back to Oklahoma was enjoying. Praying more than I ever thought I needed to at 8 years old. I love my parents to death. They're rather liberal. I've always been very, very general when it comes to the alcohol and the drug abuse. And everybody's, you know, my parents were always like, moderation and make sure you can produce. If you can't produce and pay your own bills, please, here's the gun. I was like, I thought it was a little harsh. I was 6. I think it's just the way it is, you know? I mean, it's just, I don't want to pay for you. After 18, you're done. That's it. And you have to pay for yourself. Your fuck-ups are your fuck-ups. I am not trying to have any more children. You don't do that either. At all. No, wait till you're in high school for that one, buddy. No, let's not do that. Let's wait till you're in college. No, let's not do that one either. I grew up in an environment here, and I'm trying to round this joke around here to breeding in general. I grew up in a small town, and most people graduated high school with 3 or more children. That's how they got out of high school early. It's like an automatic diploma and 3 Letterman jackets right there. Boom. The emblem was kind of fucked up though. It had the girl on the back with legs up and a baby popping out. And every time you had one, they just added one to the rainbow. let's just say we did have a really good baseball team. They were really good at catching balls and babies. Alright, so that's it right there. I did go to a small town, and one of the things that we did for entertainment was cow tipping. I'm trying to figure out why. Do you really need practice rolling over your fat girlfriends? That's it. My name's Lucas. Have a good night.